Hello, bonjour. Makade Benise Indishna Cosmic Zero Dem. Hi, it's Jaime here, and today we're going to talk a little bit about the full moon that was on Monday, November the 30th. So, we're going to take a moment, we're going to smudge, and then I'm going to start off with a song, and then we'll jump into those teachings. And then some for you. Okay. So while I'm singing, I'm going to encourage you to do your very best to take a few deep breaths. Really let your shoulders fall and rest naturally. Sometimes we end up sitting like this, with our shoulders by our ears, and we don't even know it. So I'm going to ask you to do your very best. Take a few deep breaths and just relax. Yahweh, much. Thank you for listening to that eagle song. All right, so here we are. We have another full moon, and this moon may be referred to as the little spirit moon. So during this time, we are to look within, to look at the teachings that we have learned up until this point, to appreciate them and to acknowledge them and say our thanks for having the opportunity to learn those teachings until now. And then moving forward, we almost have to make room, get rid of old stuff that isn't serving in purpose anymore in our lives, the things that are kind of holding us back from actually really moving forward. And to look forward and say, I know that there's teachings that are coming, and I appreciate the opportunity to receive those new teachings. So a time of introspection, self-introspection, to look within. And it's also a good time to share really positive energy with everyone in your community, whether it be your friends, your family, your ceremony family, everybody. We thrive when we receive that acknowledgement, that appreciation of those family and those friends who are around us. So take the time, make the time. I really encourage you. Speaking to a couple of young ladies yesterday, and they shared that, oh yeah, as soon as you said that, I was like, go through your old phone contacts and see who's on my list who I haven't talked to in forever, and reach out and share some time with them and really appreciate and enjoy the fact that they're in your life. So that would be the little spirit moon. Next we have the frost or freezing moon. So it's starting to get cold outside, and we're starting to get more harder frost. We're actually freezing more often overnight now, hence the freezing moon. Then it's also known as the beaver moon. So the beavers are finishing building their dens, and they've made sure that they've stored up sufficient food for the winter, and now they're going to be going into their dens and resting over the winter and just living off the food stores, kind of like what we do over the winter. And this, a long time ago, this was the time when trappers would trap lots of beavers because it was easy. You could see their little tracks in the in the ice around the water as they go into their dens, and they're checking for those last little bits of food to really make sure that they've got it, that they're ready. And that was a great way to ensure that they had enough food for the winter, and they had enough warm furs to stay warm over the winter. So that is the beaver moon. And then we have the scratching moon. So looking outside, you do see a little bit of snow on the ground, and there's a little bit of a crust now because we've had freeze thaw, and that water is still settling into the earth. And if you dig just a little bit in, you'll find that there's still green shoots, that you'll find our animals, I should say, are finding the last bit of nuts and seeds that have fallen to the ground, even a few berries here and there that cling to the bushes that have fallen on top of that snow. So they're digging down to get at those fresh little bits of shoots and those last little bits of seeds and nuts that they can find. Easy food before the real winter slim pickings begins. So that would be the scratching moon. This is also known as the geese going moon. For an obvious reason, the geese are flying south for the winter. They are referred to as snowbirds. So the geese are going. So that's for the geese going moon. I've also heard it referred to as the child moon. So the moon is actually rising at a time when our children are not necessarily in bed yet, because the nights are getting longer. We're going into the month now. This will be the darkest time of the year, literally the longest nights of the year. And so our children are actually up, and they can see the moon rising coming up in the evening sky. So that would be the child moon. A fun fact or an interesting fact to know that's coming up, between December 4th and the 20th, we will have the Geminid meteor shower. It's referred to as the Geminid meteor shower because it appears that the meteors that are coming are originating out of the constellation Gemini, and we could expect to see on a good clear night away from other lights and light sources, and it'll be around the time of the new moon, so there'll be not very much other moonlight to compete with the sky lighting that you'll see, and you could see between 140 and 150 meteor showers pretty much from sundown to sunup is what I've been hearing. And so look to the north, and hopefully you're able to take a few minutes to enjoy and catch a few meteors in from that meteor shower. So that's the moons as I know them, or this moon I should say, the different names. And I encourage you to take the time, reach out to your friends. I even heard one person say they were going to write letters, and I thought, it almost feels old-timey doing that. Like, we haven't done that forever. People are like, oh, I'll just send a quick email, it's so much faster. So imagine what it would say to that person to know that you've taken the time to write them a letter to say, hey, I'm thinking of you, and I appreciate you for being in my life, for sharing the teachings that you've shared with me so far, and for being there, or for making me question these different things and learning. So that's a beautiful time to be able to do that in a almost unique way, to be able to do that now. I'm wanting to think of a song to share with you to send you off in a good way. So I'm going to sing a new song that I've learned. It's a white bear song. Send out a love and appreciation for all my ceremony family and for all that they've shared with me, and I look forward to learning more with my ceremony family in the future, and to be able to sit together in a circle again and tell stories and laugh and sing together and just be together again. So until that time, I miss you and love you. Chimigwech for sitting and listening today.